pulled off of FM 600 or County Road 600. We're on the 303, County Road 303. This road crosses by the shipper, and then it goes up north to I forget what the highway is, but there's like a more main highway. So I'm coming in from like Abilene. It's a pretty bad road though. Especially when you got new suspension, new springs. Bunch of work done on your truck and trailer. I hate driving over this crap. 2 or 3 of the loads coming out of here said they were, I think, 46 or 47,000 pounds, so I would be overweight with those. I can only do about 43,000 before I'm maxed out on my legal gross. But this one is just going to a smaller job site. It's only supposed to weigh about 15,000. And it'll be even shorter. Like my last load delivered in less than 24, like a 24-hour turnaround time from pickup to deliver. It was just under 800 miles. This one's they want it delivered the same day. Because actually this was supposed to pick up yesterday. They probably had somebody else booked on it, but the load wasn't ready yet. So now it's got to pick up and deliver the same day. But it's only like, I think, between 250 and 280 miles away. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. It's going up to just south of Oklahoma City in Norman. Load of stone. I thought it was going to a hospital. That's where the address takes you, but the site contact, I called him and he said it's going to a hotel that's like right next to that hospital. So I'm gonna try to get up there hopefully before 3 p.m. I started my clock at like 3:30 this morning to get over here, so my 14-hour will run out by 5:30. So I need to stay moving. I mean, it'd be easy if it was all interstate, but I'm gonna have some of this getting out, plus some just state highways and stuff to get up to the main. I think I'll take I-44. I think it's a tollway through Oklahoma, like north of Wichita Falls, to get up there. That might have been the shipper when I was back there ways. Obviously that's not it. This is kind of why if you're looking at buying a truck, you gotta find out if that truck was, try to find out if it was an oil-filled truck or they did a bunch of stuff like that, because those trucks are driving on this kind of stuff all the time, even worse than this. Not that they can't handle it. You probably replace some suspension components a little more often. But, they're commercial trucks. They're built to take abuse. Alright, so there's the shipper up there. Go up here and swing it left. Oh, they got this blocked off. I bet they had a truck try to go in there. Probably why they got that big sign up. Yeah, so I'm hoping that way is a little smoother. I'm going to try to leave. That's the way I need to go. Active quarry operation.
Arrive at your destination.
No trespassing.
Arrive.
We might need the boots on. Might get a little muddy. Don't know who to check in with. There's another truck back there though. Flatbed though, they probably have a different loading area for them. Hey driver, you know where flatbeds go to check in? So we got just 4 of these little crates. So I already broke through one of them. I used 2. I'm sure some people think I over-secured them, but you still need 2 on the front and the back. But I used 2 on the middle ones just so I could not tighten the straps as much. Felt better with 2 slightly tight straps. But even not tightening them, you can see what happened with that one. It already crushed through it, so I had to reposition it on the other side. I got it kind of pulling backwards on the opposite side. But yep, I get you loaded real fast here. We're about to go try to make delivery. Going north out of here is even worse. He said there's craters the size of a small, like a Volvo. He said you're better off just going back the same way you came and running 600 all the way up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like crates, kind of palletized crates. So you get forks in there. It shouldn't take too long at all. Okay, sounds good. All right, bye. But I wish I would have had the cameras rolling. I could have had some comments this morning. I think Siri. So I was coming through Abilene. I was about to take the exit to run up that highway that turned off onto County Road 303, and so the way Siri's set up, or Apple Maps is set up, is if you're about to take an exit, if there's a bunch of exits that are grouped close together, she won't tell you take the exit in this many miles. She'll say stay in the center lane. So she's trying to get you to avoid taking the wrong exit too early. So she'll say stay in the center lane and then take the next exit. Well, so the exit I was taking, there was actually 3 exits grouped together really close there in Abilene. I was trying to get on the 600 exit, and I think the one I ended up taking by mistake was 83. But anyways, so I was coming in and she said stay in the center lane and take the next exit. So I was, I was starting to come off the throttle a little bit, getting ready, and then as soon as I passed that exit, I started to get over to get ready to take the next exit. But then she said stay in the center lane and take the next exit again. So I don't think she's programmed to say stay in the center lane and take 2 exits from now. So I ended up taking the wrong exit, and then it wanted to take me through a residential neighborhood. So I stopped on the side of the road. Actually, I was kind of halfway in the road, but it was real early. There wasn't traffic out, not a lot. And I ended up just making a U-turn, but I feel like I could have got some comments on not using a truck GPS. I used to use a truck GPS for like 3 months when I was a brand new driver, like straight out of CDL school. But I found a lot of problems with it. I think me and my teammate were using a Rand McNally, or maybe a combination of Rand McNally and whatever the other one is. I think he had a couple of them, but I didn't really like them. When I got off the team truck, I started training drivers, which I never should have been training drivers at the time. But that's what a lot of the starter companies do, is they'll take a new driver, and if they don't have an accident within their first, I don't know, they waited, I think it's 3 months with me. they just let you start training new drivers. I think you should have to have, I don't know, a year at least, maybe 2 years of experience before you, like if you actually wanted to do a good job training drivers, you would not train drivers like most of the companies do. That if they pay for your school, then you have a contract. That's not a great model for doing a good job training truck drivers. The company I was at, they ran us, like it seemed like as soon as I started training, they said, you're in control. If you trust someone enough to run it as a team, let us know. Okay, that sounded good. But then as soon as I started getting students, it's like, there was a few of them, the very first load, they were putting us on team loads. They don't tell you it's a team load or it's a solo run or anything. It's just, you know, the time frame on when the pickup is and when they want it delivered. They're like, we're gonna have to run it as a team. And so I think it was just a way that they were, you know, running like a cheaper team truck. I never did switch back over to using a truck GPS. Had a big problem with it one time up in New York. I wasn't driving, my teammate was. I was in the sleeper, and we ended up in a neighborhood, in a residential neighborhood, and we weren't in New York City, but we were, I think, around the Albany area. We were trying to go to an R&L distribution center. And thankfully, we were stopped, like almost right in front of a police officer's house. He came out there and helped us out. And he told us, he said it's not the first time this has happened. So I think Red McNally had a problem with their routing, and it was the middle of the night. I was asleep. He was, you know, just following the GPS. And that's where we ended up. But that was pretty interesting because before the police officer came out there, some guy on a porch, like kind of across the way, he came out and he started yelling at us. He said, "Hey, y'all aren't supposed to be here." We were both like, "Yeah, no kidding, man. We didn't plan this. This wasn't on purpose." But so that was a pretty fun little trip. But if you're doing a permitted load, like I don't think people are just reading off their permits as you're driving. I always have multiple stops along the way, and then I'll just clear a stop. So you really have to use Google or Apple to stay on a permitted route, even if you use a truck GPS. So I just don't do them. And when I would train students, I would just train them using Apple and Google Maps both, and using the trucker atlas. So, and I still got the same atlas I had back then. I've never upgraded it or got the newest version. I should probably get a new one, but I don't get it out too often anymore. If I'm up in, like once I get into Pennsylvania, or if I was running like Massachusetts or something, I mean, I'd have the truck atlas out.
Turn right, then arrive at your destination. Arrive at your destination. Arrived.
Try to get enough room for at least a four-wheeler to get squeeze in behind us. They got another, like, what size the truck is that's bringing the forklift. I may have to move around for him. Oh, there's a forklift. So I got one of them off already. He was worried at first that the forklift might not be strong enough to pick him up, but he said that first one was easy. And I think the one he's already got was probably the heaviest one. Either the one he got or this one. I mean, I think the most they weigh would be 5,000. If four of them were 15, then say the heaviest one might have been 5. So pretty much as soon as I stopped the truck earlier, they were ready to unload, and he was ready to start picking them up as soon as I got the straps off. This one looks like it's probably one of the lighter ones. And this one or the front one, I imagine, is the lightest. But that's the new hotel. Stonehill by Wyndham. No clue if it's like budget hotel or if it's, you know, one of the premium ones or whatever, but so that one's falling apart on the bottom, and this is the one on the opposite side that was falling apart up top. Got 2 more, and I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to back out into the road. I don't see anywhere else to turn the truck around, really. Yeah, so that might be fun. Maybe he'll block traffic off for me or something. So they said I guess what I wasn't able to see on the satellite, they said this circles all the way around, they think I can make it. He said if he needs to move something, they'll just move it for me. I'm not sure what he would need to move, but apparently there's something up here. I didn't just make it a lot worse on myself. Or maybe I can circle all the way back around to where I was. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Instead of going out here. This is gonna work over here though. Oh yeah. Piece of cake. I mean, they have to have all the different construction trucks in here to build the place, so it can't be that bad. Oh, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm just going to get a shower, and we'll see what the next load's going to be.
Turn left onto North Interstate Drive.